My name's Sue Prince and I'm a folk artist in the Staffordshire Peak District. When we heard that we were going to be locking down in, when was it? March the 23rd, I had an idea. I thought this is something that's important and I've never lived through anything like this before. And because of the nature of my work, I decided I wanted to try and record it. So I started then doing a little painting every single day through lockdown. And then we came out of lockdown and then we went back into lockdown. So I started painting again. So I've done a painting every single day through all of our lockdowns. The paintings I've done have been just about my experience of lockdown. Things that I see on my farm and things that I see on my walks, but also things that I suppose we all see on the telly, you know, the political announcements and just stuff that goes on. So in the first lockdown, there were things like going and fetching fish and chips. I phoned a few people in the village and said, if I go and get them, do you want some fish and chips? And everybody was gasping for them. So we went off and got them and I painted that little experience. Just before we were actually locked down on the 23rd of March, we had warning from the care home where my dad was living that we could go and see him for the last time before lockdown. So I did, I went to see him and he was suffering from a certain amount of dementia, but he was very happy in the care home and it was really nice just going to see him and just giving him a hug and saying, bye then Dad. He didn't know what was going on, he didn't have any idea what was happening. Then in December, unfortunately, he got COVID and I was allowed to go and be with him for his last few days. And then he died. He was peaceful, it was very serene and I was just completely taken by this image of my gloved hand and his old, wasted hand. And so after he died, I needed to paint that. And that is one of the pictures that I did. Terrific lot of people were very touched by that because that would have been their experience too. We've been through this common experience as a human race. And we've all had so many of the same feelings and emotions that it really touched people. So I started posting the pictures right from the beginning, right from March 23rd, or rather March 24th, I posted the pictures on social media, on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and people started to follow them and share them. And again, obviously, you know, having shared experiences, and people, often they were made to laugh by the things I'd done, or they were touched or moved or whatever, but they shared and shared and shared, and apparently became very important in the way people coped with lockdown. They would get up in the morning and go to the breakfast table and say, oh my goodness, what's she done today? And it was amazing. It was sort of a shared experience. And as I went forward, just doing a painting every day, people started to say, oh, you've got to do a book. You've got to do a book. You can't let these not be kept these have to be kept to keep a record of what we've all been through. So I did a bit of research, and said, if you're interested, then email me. And I got enough emails to give me the confidence to actually make a book. And I made a book. I've made a book. Oh my word, what an experience. It's a proper book, a hardback, beautiful book. I was able to choose the cover, the feel of it, the texture, everything about it. And it's been such an amazing experience. And now, with lockdown 2 and 3, I've done a load more pictures and people are saying, we want another book. So I'm in the process now of doing book 2.